the UEFA Cup to the toast of the town.
This afternoon, it's Ipswich Football Club that are the toast of the town. A civic reception, a tribute to their achievement of winning the UEFA Cup, their first major European honour. And any doubts that this was going to be a low-key welcome home quickly dispelled when the first fans started arriving in front of the Corn Exchange at 8:30 this morning. And now that famous blue and white army out in force, an estimated 5,000, waiting for the arrival of the team and their first glimpse of the magnificent UEFA Cup. Well, in the next half hour, we'll be bringing you all the colour and atmosphere of this great carnival occasion for the town of Ipswich. A little bit of rain can't dampen the enthusiasm here, and what's really going to increase the party atmosphere is the expected announcement a bit later by Bobby Robson that he'll be staying on as manager of Ipswich Town, and so rejecting all the big money offers from clubs like Manchester United and Sunderland. We'll be talking to Robson a bit later. We'll also be talking to players like Franz Tyson and John Walk about their futures at the club. But before we discuss the future, let's talk about the past and the reasons for this great celebration this afternoon. Quite simply, it's been the best season ever for Ipswich Town Football Club. As late as last April, they were going for a unique Cup, League and European treble, and it was only on the very last Saturday of the season that their League Championship hopes finally disappeared. But it was in Europe that they really produced the kind of football that gave them the tag of the most attractive and exciting team in Britain at the moment. And that European trail started at Portman Road, Ipswich, back in September. The first round against Salonika, and the first hero, John Walk. That penalty was the first of a record goal-scoring run by the Scotsman. 3 would have followed in the very same game. The extraordinary achievement of a hat-trick of penalties helped Ipswich to a 5-1 win, and they were to get through this first round 6-4 on aggregate. Walk added 2 more in the second round against Bohemians of Prague, before being substituted by Kevin Beattie. Beattie, the hero of Portman Road, racked by injury for so long, raised the roof with his very first touch of the ball. Ipswich got through that one 3-2. Then the Polish side, Witzew Łódź, found Walk again in devastating form.
In goes Tyson. Walk. Walk's done it again. Call here with Mariner on the far post for the deep cross. There's Walk up there. Mariner here. Walk. Well picked up by Walk. And a lot of players in support. Callahan there. Gates just inside him. Oh, Callahan really eases his way past. And here's Mariner.
Walk hat-trick in a 5-0 win, and Ipswich were guaranteed a place in the quarter-finals. And it was there they produced one of the finest performances by a British team in Europe. Venue Saint-Etienne in France, the goal scorer here, Paul Mariner, and Ipswich recovering from the shock of going an early goal down. They're about to humble one of the great sides of Europe. That brilliant goal by Muren made it 2-1. Then it's Mariner with the third. And that man Walk makes it 4 goals away from home. A brilliant tie-winning achievement. The players also realised what they'd accomplished. A place in the semi-finals was theirs for the taking. But this was to be the high point of the season. Within a month, their hopes of the spectacular Cup and League treble were beginning to fade. The burden of fixtures was clearly to blame, and when Ipswich travelled to Leeds for a midweek league match at the end of March, the Saint-Etienne sparkle was missing. The goal here by Carl Harris sets up a 3-0 defeat, and title hopes were on the slide. European hopes were in doubt also. Alone with the semi-final opponents, and Ipswich could muster just 1 goal at home.
Russell Osman marking again so tight in that penalty area. Gates off his knee, a rare lapse of control, but he does well to get it wide for Mills. And there's Walk. The man with a magic touch is there again.
Another goal for Walk, but a slim lead to take to the second leg. Within a week, there was more disappointment. The players troop off Villa Park after defeat in the FA Cup. Morale needed a quick lift before the UEFA semi-final. and Cologne proved just the place to cheer yourself up. Ipswich quickly forgot they were a team that had just lost the treble, and the next day in the Mungersdorfer Stadium, they proved with Terry Butcher's goal they were now one of the great sides of Europe.
I can't believe it, you know. First time the club have got to the UEFA Cup final, first time we've been in the final, so, you know, yeah, glory all the way now.
There was certainly something glorious about the final. Outmar the opponents, Ipswich needing a convincing lead from this match at Portman Road.
Well beaten, number 3.
The perfect cup final performance from Ipswich. A 3-0 lead and the UEFA Cup was almost won. In the dressing room afterwards, congratulations by Bobby Robson for an outstanding performance from Franz Tyson. The second leg in Amsterdam, and away goals make certain. The first, once again, from Dutchman Franz Tyson. Another, inevitably from John Walk, his 14th, equaling Altafini's European scoring record. Defeat on the night, a win on aggregate, and Ipswich Town lift the UEFA Cup. So the UEFA Cup, the magnificent trophy that we saw collected by Mick Mills in Amsterdam, now comes within sight of this marvellous crowd at the Cornhill for the first time, and Ipswich Town have come home with a European trophy. It's not an easy trophy to pass around, but there it is in the hands of Mick Mills. And it's recognition, surely, that Ipswich Town are now a major power in European football. Franz Tyson in the front row, and now it's a chance for Russell Osman to show it to the crowd. Well, the atmosphere in the last hour in the Corn Exchange area has been quite extraordinary as the photographers get their pictures from the top of the bus. It's really taken all of the last hour for the bus to make the relatively short journey from Portman Road. Now to the front of the bus, Bobby Robson. The great moment that the crowd have been waiting for. Onto the dais, manager Bobby Robson, along with his club captain Mick Mills, along also with the UEFA Cup. Cooper there, Alan Brazil, the great Franz Tyson. Down to the little man, Eric Gates. The other Dutchman, Arnold Buren. Kevin Beattie, always the crowd's really great favourite. Steve McCall, news today that he'd been called up by Ron Greenwood for the England under-21 party. That news coming just about half an hour ago. John Wall, the goal-scoring hero of the cup run, along with Paul Mariner. A day that the crowd, the players, the club and the town will remember for a very long time indeed.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I just say thanks on behalf of the club for this wonderful civic reception. It's a great honour and we're very pleased about it and we respect it. We've had a fantastic season. Thanks for showing up. You've been fantastic and it's been marvellous. And we've won a very, very big cup, one of the biggest in Europe. And it's a
the cup, literally one of the biggest in Europe. At this point, no announcement about any future plans from Bobby Robson. But maybe in a few minutes' time, when Robson talks to Stuart Gerald, we'll hear a bit more about his plans. Well, the crowd making it absolutely clear they want to hear a bit more from Robson, but just at this point the players will start going back into the formal civic reception side of events this afternoon. It won't be their last glimpse of the cup or the players, but as they do go back inside, let's join Stuart Gerald in the reception area, and he'll be trying to talk to some of the players and some of the personalities.
John Wall, the scoring sensation of Europe, 35 goals, 14 of them in Europe, holding that proud UEFA Cup.
Unbelievable. It's been a great day. The fans have been unbelievable. See, the weather was bad, but it still turned out in the thousands. It's been a great day, and they deserve it.
Everyone, of course, wants to know, John Walk, about your future. Are you staying?
Well, I very much hope so. I think there's a very good chance. Just waiting for final talk from Mr. Robson, but I think I'll be an Ipswich player for a few years yet.
We're all glad to hear it. Thanks, John.
Thank you.